Welcome to the description of the DatsRelats Auto Trader. As you can see, the screen shows at the top 4 clickable buttons. Okay. You get a yellow pad with the most important settings recorded here. On the top we see we can select 3 trade zones, trade zone 1, trade zone 2, trade zone 3, the number of contracts, and different settings that affect the behavior of the strategy. Okay. We can set profit targets, yes or no, or the values, the same for stop losses. Okay. On the bottom left we see the profit and loss calculation, and when the trader is in a trade, it will show on the top line the present profit and loss of that particular trade. So in this case we are trading 2 contracts with certain settings, and we can see that the panel here is the indicator panel that basically uses 4 conditions to decide to get into a trade. Okay. And those are indicated by these dots in these 4 rows. Okay. And when they are all in agreement, we got a condition for the trade. In this case, for instance, we got all red starting here from here to here, so we go short. And for instance, here we got the conditions to go long. Okay. So for instance, in this case, we are trading in the 8 to 11 time zone, so that's why it's shown this transition from gray area, which means we are before 8 and we are not trading. So for instance, this trade here, this short here, is not taken because we are not in a trade zone. Okay? And you can fully customize this. And now at this point, right after 8, we get into a trade because we are in the trading zone and we meet our conditions and we go short. These dots here indicate, the magenta dots indicate the trading stop. So basically the market will take us out of the trade when we hit those points. And those are also can be customized to your preferred settings. So we exit the trade with a small gain here. We enter at 58.65. We exit 3 or 4 points away from it. And then we get a reversal and the market goes long. We go long, and you can see we go long at the very early stages of the process. So we are able to catch all this long move, okay, all the way up to this retracement here. So we catch a move from 58.67 to 59.05, pretty much a 40 tick or 20 point move in the DATS. Those are each point is 25 euros. So we have caught pretty much a 40 tick or 20 points. So it's about 500 euros. Then we are out. You can see how these conditions now become mixed, means there is no trade in this area until we get a condition for a short. A key feature of this program is also that it has a news manager that allows you to, as you can see here, news manager is on. It basically allows for the program to check in upcoming news, and then based on the upcoming news, suspend trading. So as you can see here, we were in a short, but because there were impending news, we had an exit of the short on impending news after a 4-point win, basically. And we suspend trading, we exit the trade, we let the news at 9 happen, and then at 9:05 we resume trading 5 minutes after the news announcement. We get a period in which there is pretty much a trading zone until we get another signal to go long that makes a very nice run again with 2 contracts from 25 to 48, so pretty much another 23 points because it's 2 contracts. So another another 500 euro move on this short time between 9:40 and 9:50. You may notice that we are using range bars as our chart mode. This is critical to the behavior of the auto trader. We believe is the natural way to look at the market is to have the bars not defined by time, but defined by price movement, which is basically what makes you money in the market, which is the motion prices. So you can see all these features. For instance, we have these different windows. A typical example will be something like this, in which we are in a pretty choppy market in this region, and we're approaching news at 4:30. And you can see that even though we get a clear sell signal, it happens to coincide within the 5-minute window of the news, so we disregard that short, which is actually a pretty smart move because there is a strong retracement doing news. Usually you want to stay out of the market, and this auto trader will automatically keep you out of the market in news, doing news announcements. You don't have to remember news. The auto trader will remember all the news that are coming up. It will fetch the news on the web and help you stay out of these regions. Okay.